There's that car that I dug up, I believe from the 1950s. I went online to check some photographs of convertibles from the 50s, and I couldn't find an exact duplicate of this car, but there were cars that resembled it. So I think it's from the 50s, although it could be from the late 40s or even the early 60s, I don't know. That's all that's left of one chair. I was hoping there'd be a chair so I could sit here and do some reading or something. But instead I hang out over here, do my meditation and reading and artwork right there. I was going to build my home here, but it's not quite large enough. I don't know. Don't you think that looks like a car from the 50s? I'm 90% sure, but not absolutely. Anyway, let me show you my home. My home has been completed. It's kind of got a teepee shape to it instead of the dome that I was going for, but it is what it is. You know, I usually let the universe give me the materials that I need, whatever they may be. And in this particular case, it's interesting to note that the materials were almost exactly what I needed. The wiring and the insulation material, right down to the last piece, was almost exactly what I needed to complete this project. Somebody built a large bed right by the ravine, very close to the ravine, dangerously close to the ravine, on 3 strong wooden pallets. There were 5 mattresses, 3 comforters, 3 blankets, 1 really good sleeping bag, and 4 tarps, which I used to build this. And, you know, the materials, it's kind of rotten. I think it's been there for years, and the homeless person that built it probably will never come back because they're transient, you know. And it was so close to the ravine, just a few feet away, I thought it was dangerous to leave it that way. Anyhow, I have kind of a system. There's a window, and I have a little shelving area right there, a place for my stash, some other stuff I found. I found that foamy thing right there. I hang my food up here so the critters don't get to it. I used one of the tarps and the sleeping bag for carpet to keep the dust down and to keep the mosquitoes and the bugs out. I think this place has chiggers, actually, no mosquitoes. Let me show you something interesting about the location of this. That large tree right there, if a flood did come, which is unlikely because the ravine is a full 20 or 30 yards away, but a large enough flood could come up here, and the debris that the waters would bring would go around the tree first, and it would go around the house as well, which in theory would give me just enough time to prepare for the inevitable, which would be that we're going to be going swimming very soon. Woohoo!